Event 3, CrossFit total. All the other stuff, CrossFit total, so squat, press, deadlift. They're doing it different this time. They're going every 45 seconds an athlete takes a lift, so they'll all do their first attempt, 45 seconds, and then I'll do their second, I'll do their third, all in that order from fifth down to first. The other stuff is cool, but this is what we're here for. We're here for the weightlifting, baby. He's starting 405. Yeah, starting 405. He'll crush this. Well, y'all should crush the first ones. Oh yeah, that looked pretty good. I'm gonna say he's gonna finish with 445. What did he say? 435? You only get 3 attempts, and you can't go down. Did he say 435? He had a pretty big second jump. Maybe he's a little stronger squatter than I thought. God, he can front squat a house. He can front squat close to. Didn't he do like close to 400 or 402 or something? Yeah, we'll see. Medeiros is a good. What did he front squat? 437. Whew, that's a big old boy front squat. 455.
That looks like 455 on the bar. If I know the colors of the plates correctly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he should do 500. He looks good for 500. He was shaking a little bit coming out, but that's just first rep. I mean, the other thing you have to take in consideration is, look at that again. Yeah, that looked good. Yeah, that looked a strong opener. The other thing you have to consider is they're only two and a half hours probably after that hill sprint, that 3-minute event, where their legs were just trashed. So this event, 425, yeah. He's strong too, I think. Oh, jeez. Oh, that looked good. But so their legs, I mean, the big part of this too, especially in the squat and deadlift. Well, the press too after that first event this morning is how well they recovered. You know, how their legs feeling after that run. It's a test of fitness, of course, too. He'll smoke this. I think Fraser will squat 500. I'm saying it before. God, he did like 485, I think, at 2018. Oh, he's got a narrow stance, don't he? Oh, yeah. He'll do 500. That's one of my only regrets in 2018 was I freaking started too low on the squat for this exact reason I just talked about. I started way too low. I remember it was like 3 weeks out, I did a squat workout, like a heavy double or something, and I was like 40 pounds weaker than I'd ever been, and it played in my head going into this event. Like, you can't fail a lift, so I started 425, which at that time I could probably I couldn't front squat it, but like I just started too light, so I went 425, 455, 480, and I just crushed 480. Like 480 was the easiest one, or it was easier than 455. Like I could have done 500 at the 2018 games. Cost me quite a few points. But that's just a rookie mistake because we had that cycling event in the morning, and I thought, oh, my legs might be more tired. I don't know, and I just made a dumb mistake. There's no way I'd ever miss a 420 or 455 squat. I don't know why I started at 425. It just left me. When you start that low, you take a huge jump to 475, and what if you miss that? Like, and you're stuck with 425. Like, you have to take smart jumps. So, but I definitely left like 20, 30 pounds on the table on the squat. Press, I left like 10 pounds in. I missed a rep. Came off my heels. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I came off my heels on the first one at 215. Came off my heel, or got a little forward on my toes. It wasn't like, because then they think maybe you're push pressing. Just came forward on my toes. Because I kept my weightlifting shoes on. Took them off, smoked it. Run into the same scenario. If you miss a lift, if you don't post a score on any individual lift, you get a 0 for the whole event. and I knew it should be a good event, so I started a little lower again. Missed 215, made it easily. I'm like, God, I know I can do 235, 240, but it'd be like a max. And what if I get forward again? So I did 225 and crushed it. So I probably could have done 235, but deadlift, I felt horrible. I think I did 525 and it was max. Like, that was 465?
Almost too easy. Yeah. You know what? Okay, again.
Why did he take such a small jump?
Maybe it's a rookie move.
Yeah.
Strong. He
He said maybe it was a rookie move, he says.
10 pounds just to take that.
I don't get that.
To push the field a little bit. You have to be able to take a swing at some of these guys. Push the field if you can.
Dude, he crushed
Because
455.
If you have the opportunity, especially where he's
That was only
you have the
465.
opportunity to push someone like Matt Fraser,
Dude, he should have been like
you gotta
480,
make
485.
that push. You got to do it now. Quad had a successful
I mean, 'cause
445 on the bar.
I don't get that for Medeiros. Because even if I don't like it at all, because maybe he's playing it to what maybe he's playing it to what other people, maybe he's basing it on what other people are doing, but that's irrelevant because it's the total of the squat, press, deadlift. So he might not be as good of a presser. He might lose a little bit of weight there. And same thing with the deadlift. Maybe he might not be as good in one or two of those. So it's like, even if you're just trying to stay ahead of the field in the squat, but like you need to max out your squat by the third attempt. I don't know. I didn't like that jump from Medeiros. By the way, the first one looked. I think that was 475. I didn't see it. Did they say? I couldn't see the weights on the end.
He's got the cushion.
He crushed 455.
He's got a ton of room between him and himself and the rest of the field. Doesn't need to go.
Yeah,
crazy.
475.
Again, that's not an overly
I think he was. I think we tied, or no, I beat him in the total by like 5 or 10 pounds in 2018. So he was like 7th or something, maybe. Maybe he was 4th or 5th. He beat me by 5 pounds on the squat. I think I beat him on the press. I think our deadlift was similar. I don't remember.
We talked to Jeff earlier about this. He said, "Hey, you know what?
I mean, I wish.
Take some swings. You gotta take
I wish they didn't have so long between attempts here.
attack Matt.
425, 455, 465.
He could have done more. Although he seems a little surprised how he did. Well, maybe, but even with his one.
Did they say the weight?
I mean, it has listed for that 465. I just think that was way too easy with that.
Yeah, I think that was 460. Yeah, that was a joke. Did he take 455 on the first?
That's why we said the second lift is so important that you get it.
Or did he do?
Put yourself right to the edge.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
That third rep should be the go for it. Right.
I'm not sure what he took in his first attempt. I don't remember now. But it seemed too low for his second attempt. I mean, obviously it looked super easy. 5, yep. Ooh, nice. There we go. Nice. I said 445. He's already doing better than I thought. It was just based on the first rep. That was a good fight. Oh, they're on third attempts. That was Adler's third, right? Because he did 405, 435, 455.
I was expecting to see more of those through here. And that's when you really are pushing yourself.
I want to see like 500 Medeiros. Dude, you're capable of it.
Here comes the gamesmanship. Medeiros has 480 on the bar.
He's going to crush this.
Heaviest weight we've seen is 475 from Matt Fraser.
Oh, well.
Okay. Now we know he's a rookie.
All right.
Now what's the plan?
Maybe he had 10 more pounds in him. Maybe 15. But he did get stuck a little bit there. That might have been a smart attempt. I might have been wrong. I might have been wrong. So, that looked like it was a smart attempt on his second. I'm not sure. That's why he's at the games, and I'm sitting here at home. No, but I thought the second attempt was way too small. But then he went to 480. Looked good. I mean, he had to fight for it, but it wasn't anything crazy. I don't think he could have done 500 a day based on that rep. For Medeiros, that looked easy too. 455, 460.
I
I'm not going to go as far as I just have to get over.
I think he had 475 in it.
Jump to Fraser is just going to be a little bit too much. So know where you need to jump.
Oh, he catches such a good bounce.
Nice and clean.
Man, he catches such a good bounce.
So 480 is still the weight to beat. Fraser hit 475 on his second lift, and now
He's going 485. You gotta go
the
485.
way it's going is 482.
482, yeah, to beat Quant. Or I mean Medeiros. He's gonna crush it. Nice.
Wow.
There we go.
So Fraser with that will have the heaviest weight so far, and that would be it for the back squat. So
Yes, that's it for the back squat. I feel like
now to the strict shoulder
Um,
press overhead.
Fraser's gonna do the
Classic Olympic lift
Fraser
style,
is gonna do the best in the press. Noah, I think, is actually a sneaky good presser.
That's not the bottom. That's that little bounce.
I'm pretty sure.
He's been able to hold so much of that
If
weight.
I remember from 2018, I remember being like, "What did he press?" Where you don't think like strict heavy weight is his thing necessarily. But I think I remember being pretty impressed with his press.
Put up at 480.
And what that does for Matt is it gives him a cushion for the deadlift because the deadlift. you
Yeah,
can
the only
have
reason I hate this live reaction is because it's gonna be so long. I might actually cut it right now.
to use that to your
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it till I get to the first press. Here's the top. You see that? Oh,
Event number
oh,
3,
dang it.
but he has a 12-pound lead on Medeiros, Adler in third.
482,
10 points back.
490. I think it was 482, wasn't it? Or was it 492?
First rep of the
Might have been
shoulder
492.
press. Adler has
That
the
is sad.
bar loaded to 190.
Oh, they're already going. Sweet.
I would say
Yeah, you
no
just got to get on the
strict
board on the
press.
first one because if it's like the
Those
rules,
nervous jumps because it's so
if it's like the rules in 2018,
sensitive lift because
you can't go down and wait.
PR by 20, and you can have days where
So
you
once
can
you
under by
take your
PR
first
on
weight on the
20.
bar, if you miss it because it was too heavy, you can't go down. So I believe it would be the same here.
205 on the bar for Noah Olsen, which is why we thought we'd see more aggressive weight changes on the back squat because you could do that a little bit. But it gets very tricky with the shoulder press because you're not allowed to go down in weight. So I figure
Yeah,
people
I
be a
don't know.
bit
We'll
more
see. I think
gun-shy
it has
this one
195.
on the back squat.
Ooh,
205 is good.
205.
Noah Olsen.
Okay. 205.
205.
I think that's 195.
Talking through this all the way, but you can see what he
It
was
is
doing, trying to get
195.
his
They
head
messed
back
up.
out of the way. Almost a slight lean
He was
back
calling for
towards his
205
body.
next,
That
right
just
there.
changes that
See what I
angle of
mean?
his arms a little bit more to make it a little bit, just a touch
Yeah, they were
easier.
off.
So I think Noah's weight might
So he's
have
going
been
205. There you go.
195, that glute weight on side.
There you go.
Asked
Nice
me.
chase. Nice
Maybe,
catch.
maybe. Now with Medeiros, like, the way he's setting up here, I thought that he would have started a little heavier.
Oh, Biscuit, get over here. No, don't touch that.
The
Don't
way
touch
he
that.
was moving the
Biscuit, get over
bar
here.
in the
Want to say hi?
loaded event earlier,
What?
he didn't
What?
have any issues with that bar going
Hey,
up.
my
That's
baby
granted
kitty.
it's a strict press versus a
Yeah.
jerk. But again, there's still a lot of
What are you
shoulder
doing?
strength that you need with that.
What?
We saw,
You
the-
came over to
the
cuddle, and I
guy
pick you
failed
up,
on
and
that
then you don't
one
want to
there.
cuddle. But if you jump on me,
Nice, strong movement there. And again,
But if she
maybe
jumps
this
on
is-
me,
okay,
she'll
let
freaking
me get
cuddle
my
all day.
first
But when I
lift in.
grab her,
Let me go a little bit more
turd.
aggressive and kind of get to that peak at that second lift, and then go for just swing for the fences on the third. But nice and solid.
I mean, that.
right at the head is usually when it
Oh,
gets
I
you.
think one thing for Medeiros is
What was that weight?
Long arms.
165,
And that's
170,
not conducive to a good
175?
strict
What they
press.
say?
He
Yeah.
really does. He really does.
Yeah, that press is gonna be tough for him.
185 to start for Samuel Quant.
I bet Sam's good at the
Third
press.
overall in total
What's he
weight
starting with?
lifted coming off
185.
of back squat.
That looks strong.
Good. I would say
That looked real good.
solid first lift to just get
That's
something
Yep.
on the board.
You can even see he saw
Yeah,
that
that was
same
real
thing.
good.
Just like, let me get a nice number. But look how
That was the smoothest one throughout. And he does the little hip. It's a little hip to start it.
The squats and the deadlifts are such a powerful look.
Kind of a little-
because you have so much weight. This, like the weight.
I'll have to
is
see
so
the next
smaller,
one.
But that
It's a good
very
rep. I'm not
strict
saying, like,
movement makes it very difficult to do.
Fraser, his first lift.
That
will be
little arch.
185. Leading the total so
185.
far at 495. Or
He's just doing something to get on
92-pound
the
back
board.
squat.
He'll go like 205, 215 next. Yeah, good.
Wow.
Nice.
Easy.
Yeah, you just need to get on the board.
And a lot with the strict press, you feel like you got to find find where
What's
your
he running
hands
to?
feel comfortable.
Get different weights?
How does that bar path feel? This first rep kind of feels like you're just feeling out the lift. I mean, they've all done it, but when you're going heavy, you just got to kind of get what the vibe of the strict press is.
Marking something down?
Yeah, totally. I mean, you have to feel. You got to ride it out a little bit. All these athletes have done.
Those weights are not
these
correct.
reps a bazillion
You
times.
see
That's
that?
nothing new,
984,
but you come out here
660.
knowing that
Yeah, those
you're
are not.
at the pressure of only 3 lifts. You have to make
Because
every single one of those as perfect as you can make them.
I think Matt's going last in each lift. Yeah, this is Adler's second. Yeah. There you go.
Good. Now, one of the things with
That's
the
good.
front
He
with
should go
strict
200
press that
next.
You have to be careful with.
That looks solid.
Yes, when you take the bar off the rack and you take that step back, you almost want
Yeah, I
to
think
get
he's got to
into
go
that push
200.
right away. And I thought that Jeff was going to hang out just a little bit too long. The bar will get heavier and heavier the longer waits. Look how much of a pause there was.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if there was like a
One thing
second
I do,
more or a millisecond more of that bar would have started to.
One thing I do is I take it out. Let's see if Noah does it. Before I run around. Go. I do it on the same breath. I'm curious if he does it. Yep, he did it. That's a pro move. I think I haven't been watching most of them do that, but a lot of people don't. They unrack it with the breath, back out, breathe, and you kind of lose tension. You're just holding the weight, like it's just getting heavier, and you're only getting more tired. I do it for jerks too out of the rack, if it's just 1 rep. But you just hold that tension, you take it out of the rack like that's lift 1. Get real aggressive, makes the bar feel lighter, and then you press in that same breath. I do the same for push press, for pretty much everything. Not squats. Front squat I will if it's a 1RM. Back squat, no. But yeah, try that out. I mean, let's see if Medeiros does it. Curious. Or if he takes a few breaths. Yep, they're all doing it. See what I mean? Nice. Like that's something, people don't look at.
I honestly was expecting
People don't
more
think
on the
about much,
slip
but
up.
I
Now,
think
you did
I mean
say
that's
that he
Noah
has
doing it,
long
Justin's
arms.
doing it.
He does. He has long arms, and that the longer your arms go,
He
the
should
more
be a
of
good
mechanical
deadlifter though if he's got long
disadvantage you
arms.
have.
Because your money's not really made here; it's made on the deadlift.
He got just a touch more because you can see when he's pressing, his elbows were out. So if he can
Like,
keep
I'm
his
pretty
arms
sure
straight up and down, keep that
In
vector
2018, I
forward going in the same
squatted
direction,
and
that's gonna be
pressed
the
more
best-
than
the
Vellner,
best direction.
but then he
200 bar
deadlifted
for
like 70 pounds
Samuel
more than
Kwan.
me and won the event. he might have squatted pretty similarly.
Successful in his first attempt.
He took a breath, but he's solid.
That'll be good for Quan.
Good.
The heaviest weight is still Noah Olson at 205.
Wow.
And what I really like with the way Samuel's been showing himself up so far
Nice.
in these first 3 events, he's confident. I mean, we
Biscuit,
talked
what are you
about
doing?
Is he coming in with the chip on his shoulder?
She's
and
cleaning
I don't
herself
see
over
the
there.
Chip. I see some confidence, so just a quiet confidence.
All right, Matt's got
Matt Fraser about
190.
200 pounds.
Oh, 200. I didn't see the blues. Yeah, I took 185 first. Yeah, 200. Everybody goes 210, 215. It depends how this one is. Oh, that's so easy. You should go like 210, 215.
Nice and easy.
He did it on 1 breath, by the way, too. Like I was talking about, where you
So the
take the
second
breath.
round of strict press is done as you
Go.
move into the third
You
and
don't
final
breathe again
round.
after you back out.
Matt Fraser's 200
Yeah,
pounds.
that
That's
was
gonna keep
solid.
him in the lead so far, even though the heaviest weight
He's-
was put
and
up
he
by
does have
Noah
to get a
Olson
little
on
bit
the
of ground.
strict press.
Because his
And
deadlift,
Adler moves up to 207.
I'm similar to him in that way, where my
That's
deadlift
what we're
is
hoping
not
to
as
see
good
is,
as other
again,
people's.
The game within the game. Noah Olson went 205. Adler bumped
So
up
I
2 more
think that's what
pounds
he's
to
doing in
207.
this squad,
And Adler
the
needs
press,
it.
making sure
He definitely
he's
needs
getting
to
a
do this,
lead,
and
just in
he
case one of those guys are big
needs some
deadlifters, and I don't know if they are.
You gotta remember, like, I know that we're on a 3-day competition here, but the worst you're gonna do is 5th in the world. So with that being the case, take some swings. Go for it, you know?
That should be said for
202,
everybody.
smart jump.
Matt is like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. What
Nice.
does it matter? Go for it. That's good. 207 for Adler, and that should be a new PR.
Yeah, it was 207. Yeah.
Okay, see now hopefully something like this is gonna, light the fire into him a little bit. Get that, PR.
Nice.
Very happy about that.
You got the
He
PR.
showed
I
me
like that
very
it's
cool.
quieter and you can kind of.
As he gets a little,
Look at that
pose
bicep.
in there. Excellent. So
Dang.
now he needs to ride that. He needs to use that
Hopefully we can get more
energy,
commentary like that. He's like, oh
confidence
yeah,
building
that one
that
I'm
he shot
proud
at.
of or whatever.
Keep going with it.
That's pretty fun to hear
And
the
Olsen got
athletes
205
without the
his
crowd.
First attempt or second attempt.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
It's a 212
No.
on the bar, but it's
The other one
not
looked
gonna
maximal.
be enough.
And if you see it, I don't know if we'll be able to see it from the side on the replay or not, but the bar got just in front of him a little bit. He wasn't able to lean back and keep that bar on that straight bar path. That's why that bar just came right back down. See him pushing it.
Oh, yeah, it
leaning
did.
back, and the
He's
bar
right.
actually moved forward about literally a half an inch to
Yep.
an inch. Just wasn't able to get under it.
And that's
I don't know
the
if he would've
come
got
up
it
with
anyway, though.
something
That last
as
one looked-
delicate as a strict
205
press.
though.
Everything needs to be perfect when you get to these upper echelons.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The mullet man. Let's see it. What's he got?
It's like 180,
Yeah, 165, 175, 180. Yep.
182 for Medeiros.
Oh, there's a little plate. It's 182. Nope.
Oh.
No, it got too far from him too.
Almost, but I did like the fact that
It got a little
he
bit away
came
from
right
him.
off,
Like you got to
tried
keep
to
it
get
right
into it.
here.
He knew it was going to be heavyweight, so he tried to get right into it. But again,
Yep.
that bar
Good try,
is
though.
not that straight line. You're just not going to be able to get up overhead.
What was he drinking? Was he drinking an energy drink there? It looked like an energy drink. You don't see that too often. Like mid-event. I mean, I know it's not breathing, and he's trying to just get hyped, but
Olsen has
I think there's an event
205.
later
It's
today.
The second best we've seen so far.
205. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Nice.
Okay, 207 is good for quad.
207. I'm not seeing those little weights.
Weight we've seen on the strict press. Again, we're not getting scored individually per event, but
Yeah.
a positive booster for him going into the deadlift.
Where's the little
Well, it's
weights?
that quiet confidence that we were talking about that we were really hoping to see. Look at that nice battle, gets his head back underneath, gets the arms locked out. And what I liked was the little nod.
I didn't see the little weights
right out there.
for the
Wasn't that-
207.
he
I saw
didn't give us the
205.
bicep pose, there's like the-
I don't know. Was the
my little nod, I would've
didn't look? I was looking to see if they're inside the
Stuck
whites.
In a position, getting that bar over the top
I
of your
just-
head
I don't know.
in front of your face is where you want to fight.
It's huge.
210 for Matt
He's
Fraser.
gonna crush this. Yep. Nice.
And that is good for Matt Fraser, and so he goes 2 for 2 of the heaviest weights we've seen for both of you. Listen, there's
Oh man, you know,
He's happy about that one.
he's the champ for a reason. He's definitely the champ
Nice.
for a reason.
He goes.
I love the fact that he let that game play
Nice.
out, you know, with Adler and Quan, and then he just kind of steps up, adds a couple more pounds, and just puts a nail in it.
well, here's the
Yeah.
benefit of being in
That was
first
pretty
place
close to
overall
maximal,
and
too.
getting to go
Maybe
last above
215,
everybody, so you can play that game. So Fraser
217.
gets the heaviest strict
But
press
that was-
of the group, tailing off
Oh, my
for the
bad.
back squat, 210. Tie for
207,
second between
207,
Adler and
205,
Quan, Olsen at
175.
205,
Nice.
and Medeiros 175. And again, you could just see is that it's one of those you either got it or
On to the
you don't.
deadlift.
It was
All right.
a deficiency
To the deadlift.
in total.
Nice.
Nice lift, looked very
Solid.
strong.
I mean, all these first attempts, they're all just gonna crush him. So it's kind of like 5 minutes of, or 3 or 4 minutes of sitting around. What I look for in the first attempt, he's got good form too. Nice narrow legs, narrow grip, good hip position.
No, Olsen setting up for his first attempt looks like 405,
405. What's that little?
495. Oh yeah, they got the little thin blue
saw
power
that
plate.
one.
There you go.
495. That's a good opener. Yeah, I was wondering what that small little plate was.
Wow. And if you look at his hands, like you would not normally see a heavy CrossFit deadlifter using that double overhand grip. You're usually going to see that alternate grip.
Yeah.
So impressive.
That was strong.
Movement there by
Like those little, yeah, they're talking about the little tiny blue plates. You see the miscolored ones there?
His feet are super wide.
Right after the first plate.
Again,
on the
wide
inside.
feet,
It's a
what that
45.
does is your arms kind of get in the way and it drives your knees in, so it changes that whole, again, that vector of power.
Yeah,
you
that
want
looked
to do.
good. But the first attempts, I just look for what I think they're gonna hit, like how easy it looked, how did they stop anywhere?
So Olsen just hit
Did it slow down at any
495.
point? There's
Medeiros
495.
has 495 on the bar, and it's going to make a move here. just because of the strict press that he's had. He's well behind the field after that.
Not bad.
Decent little lift. I saw a little hiccup.
Yeah.
I don't really know how much more he's going to be able to pull
If he gets
above that.
stuck, I think it's going to be below the
He's gonna
knee,
have to kind of rally himself up a
which I
little
think
bit,
is
think.
99%
It's a
of
little
people.
bit of a
But I
bump,
just don't know if he'll
little
even be able to
hiccup in
budge
the
like his
back
third
end,
attempt,
but
unless he
coming
takes
up.
smart attempts.
Right there, you can kind of see how he just
Still
started
strong,
getting
though.
a little
I mean,
hung up on that. So what that
I
shows
still
me
think
is,
he's going to do
okay, how much more
550
can he
plus.
go up? Can he go up another 40 pounds? I don't know. That's going to be a tough one.
I think
Or
so.
Even another 25 pounds.
Oh, yeah, he can.
Samuel Kwan opening with 475.
I think he can. What was it? 475.
Nice. Easy speed off the floor.
Easy. And then, I think that was a good call to make. Just to feel some of that heavyweight. Get that nervous system ready to take some of that heavyweight.
He's got 485.
And kind
Freezer.
of shock it or scare it.
God, he did squat 492, huh? 492 and 210. He said it on his on the back of the back platform.
485 on the bar for Matt Fraser. He's already had the heaviest toll on both the back squat and the strict press.
He did get a lot of deadlift help this year too. Oh yeah, nice.
Nice opening
Yeah,
lift
he's
for
gonna.
Matt
I bet he
Fraser.
sets PR deadlift.
And again, just like what I was talking about with
That was
Quan,
real
I think
solid.
it's, pick a weight that you can feel some weight.
Yeah, because
Feel it on
I
your
know
body
he's
a little
got a lot
bit,
of
that you
deadlift
make
help in
your
the last
attack
year or two.
plus. You can also
So
have your coach off
I
the
bet he's
side
excited
going,
to see it
"All
pay
right,
off.
how much do you need to make your jump on?"
You know what I mean?
Went
Just
big on this
see if all
squat,
that
Matt
work
did
on
it. You
technique
also
and
had the heaviest
actual the
overhead
strength
press
part of
with
it's
the
gonna
stick
help him
press.
out. What's he
Now you
going?
have that cushion to
It's
do
at least
some work, so you
495
don't
he's
need to
jumping to.
overextend for no reason.
As I said before,
I could see Adler being a
Matt
really good
the
deadlifter.
first
He's
two,
taller.
But with such a big weight discrepancy
Right.
here, Adler hit
Whoa,
535,
495.
and now he's going for
525.
552, which
Yeah.
we just heard would be a personal best attempt.
No, yeah. He got a little forward off the ground too, for like an inch. Not an inch, half inch.
And I don't know what he just said because I don't speak French, but
Either do I.
other than that, it was like,
Watch,
okay,
the bar goes
I
about.
go
There he
up and
goes.
look at
See that? The bar got like this
And
far
that was
forward off
still,
his shin,
honestly,
right
that
off the
wasn't
ground.
cleanest
No,
lift in the world.
that
It was
bar
like
can
2
move
inches off
forward.
of his body.
Yeah.
It like actually moved forward, so that really puts a lot of tension on his
Yeah, so
low
if he
back.
actually focuses on a little more discipline on the first 3 inches of the lift,
Adler's going to ride that emotional
he
weight
could
of
crush something.
confidence. And that strict press, you can see is starting to pay off for the deadlift.
yeah, he could really do well on that if he gets up. If he's more disciplined there.
532 on the bar for Olsen.
532. All right, Noah.
Successful 495 attempt on his first one.
Nice. I didn't expect Noah to be
good for Noah.
Tell you what,
such a
I
good
like the way he
deadlifter.
just melts into that first pull.
I'm impressed.
Kind of sets himself up. There's not a whole lot of speed out of it.
Look at
but
those
you see the
lats.
Everything just really lights up as he
Just
really
yoked.
engages all those muscles on that back, that posterior chain, and just
Oh,
slowly
man.
pulls it on up. Beautiful lift.
His muscles have muscles.
Noah discussing what his third weight will
Curious how this one looks from Medeiros.
Medeiros, successful 495 to start.
I'm very curious on the speed of this one. 495, 525, 535. I can't see the blue. Is that a blue? At least 535. Whoa, nice. Good grind there.
Castro rep right there. That's how long that took to get up. But
The old Dave
good
Castro
pull off
reference.
the ground. And I like the
Maybe
fact that he didn't
540.
stop. He let that power kind of build in his body. He kind of slowly got that bar moving, got some momentum on it.
Maybe 540.
Definitely fought through that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they said. I think I saw at least 535, 525, plus the blues 535. Nice. He's going double overhand too.
He's a smooth criminal right now.
Hustles out
Yeah.
Start to finish, just a nice
Criminal.
smooth, and we see it in the squats, the strict press, and the deadlift.
Just kind of in there, does his thing.
His setup is not as good, I don't think,
Seeing his,
Not a word.
as like
not really
Matt's.
seen a sticking point in any of of the list
or
so
Adler's.
far. We've also haven't
He's a
seen
little
any
wider, a
strong
little
bursts,
squattier off the ground, which maybe
as well. Like I said, it's
he's just more
nice,
anterior
smooth,
dominant, so
strong
he
leg.
wants it to be a little squattier off the ground, which obviously you're driving with your legs off the ground, but watch Matt's a little more narrow,
And Matt Fraser might
and
be
his hips will start
lining
just a
up for
little higher.
117
Yep,
pound
and see how
attempt.
high, how soon he uses that leverage.
So that'll be good for Matt
You know, uses
Fraser.
that leverage
Here's the
right
crazy part
away.
is that he won the back squat, he won the
So
strict
then
press,
at
but
3-4
the
inches up in the
way
lift,
Adler's
he's
lifted
really in
right
a good
now,
mechanical
50 pounds
position.
over this, he
Watch,
might
see how
not
high
be
his chest
good
is,
just
3 or 4
above
inches
the
in,
neck.
right there.
I know.
Like
And,
that's
you know what,
really a
it's
good
still
position to be
it's a
in, where
solid lift. I mean,
quant
that's
stays
more
kind
than
of
what he
over the
did,
bar almost longer.
the last time at the game. So I take that back. Just under what he did, about 10 pounds under that.
Yeah.
But he was over before.
What was that,
so,
515?
Like he's
What
right
was
in
that?
the same realm, you know, right in the same.
You probably
area
heard it,
where
I
he
didn't.
Was, but you're right. Like Adler has.
And I wasn't looking at the
that
weight.
Deadlift was insane that he just pulled on that last time around.
All right, Adler.
Successful 550 lift for Adler. This is the one he's hoping that can push him over the top
What's
for
he
an
gonna
event
go?
win.
Yep.
Wow.
He had way more than that in him too.
Holy cow, look at that.
567 pounds for Jeffrey Adler.
It's incredible that you can make that big of a jump on a PR that you already had.
He had more in him
Granted,
too.
But holy cow! I mean, I tell you, I was not
Oh, he got forward again.
expecting
Still
him
got
to
forward.
have.
Yeah, he
I wasn't
still got
expecting him
forward
to have that
again.
much of a drive. I mean, what we saw earlier, I thought he might be broken. I'm hoping that he can really use this for to drive him
Yeah.
for the next couple days.
He had more.
Noah Olson hit 532. This will be 540.
Okay. 540. Let's go. He'll get it. Come on, Noah. Nice.
There it goes.
There you go. Had to hitch her up a little bit, but you got there in the end.
That was a long one. Again, just really kind of melts himself into that rep
Yeah, he had to.
and just keep.
He had to fight hard for that
pulling,
one.
Knowing that he can get up there.
I'm surprised with Noah's deadlift. I keep saying it,
Let
but
that bar move and
I
never
just didn't
stop.
think he'd be. I didn't think he'd be up there in the deadlift with the other guys.
Rounds
And I think he will be a little
but the
below.
thing for here
I
is
think
that
Medeiros will do
when we're
more.
talking about the
Quant's
power
going to do
safety
more.
position,
Adler's going to do
if the
more,
back
or did more.
doesn't move.
Fraser will be interesting. I think he'll go
Just
more. Well,
braced. He's bracing for
he might beat
impact.
Fraser depending what he
540
takes.
pounds of impact. All right, Medeiros is up. This is his final lift.
555?
550
Oh, 550 the
on the
greens.
bar.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
What was he
I thought
stuck with
made it
then?
past that stinky hard part at the
540?
beginning. He just had to get it up over his knees. So it was a little sticky right here in the beginning, but he kept on fighting. I thought, I was like, oh, it's good.
Oh, yeah, I thought
And
once he
then
got
all
it
of a sudden,
there.
someone turned the
I
knife
did
and
say if he failed, it was going to be right at the knee.
stopped that bar in midair, you know? I mean,
I did
great
call it
pull,
the
great
first attempt, I
attempt.
think.
And that was what he needed to do. I think he still should have gone.
But I
for
actually
that.
didn't even know if he would break the ground if he failed.
545 on the bar for Quan.
No.
That's not going to move an inch.
No, huh?
So he'll stay
I was
with
surprised
his
by that.
last Total 529 will be good for Samuel Quan. That's still 12 pounds more than Fraser did at 517.
Okay.
And Matt Fraser will be your last one.
He's going to take a
lift for
smart
event
jump.
three.
He's got to know what Adler did. Or
Fraser hit
ignore Adler
517 on his last attempt.
and just go for second. I don't know.
Sitting about
25 pounds.
25 pounds back.
pounds outside, 35 pounds outside.
Yeah, it'd be a huge jump. I think he's just secured second.
535 on the bar for Fraser.
That was too easy. He had like 550 plus in him.
Little bit of eyes across the floor on that. You saw that. I think that's important.
That must have just been what he
see
needed to
that
win.
Battle. We want to see that
Right?
battle, and I think this is okay for Jeff Adler. He needs to be staring Matt in the face. But what a great lift! Matt put it on there.
Yeah, he had to have.
Again,
That must have been what he needed to win, but he had 550 plus in him.
when Matt has to do a deadlift, whether
If he needed it.
ladder or if it was the last time we did the total, he didn't go all out on the deadlift. He never really needed to. Here he did, and that was. I mean, he went for it. That was
Nice.
That was impressive. I didn't think he would step up and lie.
That was pretty sick.
But he
Adler's
went
like,
for it.
yeah.
That's all right.
All right.
What Jeff needs to understand right now is The pressure is on Matt Fraser, not on Jeff Adler. So take your swing.
That's it for everybody.
Oh, Adler beat him.
So Jeffrey
No, it's
Adler will
deadlift.
get 567 as the heaviest weight for the
32
deadlift.
pounds.
Olsen 540, Medeiros 37, Fraser 35. So though Medeiros didn't hit the last lift, he still had the third best lift of the group in the deadlift.
And you know,
They might have messed
I'll
up.
take back what I said about that first pull that he had. I thought he was going to have a rough start. of
They
the
messed up their
deadlift, and
calculations?
That's not the case. I mean, maybe it's a bad first lift or had to kind of find that route.
No, I
find
think
that-
they had it
that,
right.
Groove, but he found it. He found it.
I don't know who won. I think Fraser, they wouldn't mess up like that. Matt O'Keefe, his agent there, they wouldn't mess up the math.
Yeah, just a,
There's no way.
I mean, what a fun what a
Matt's still
fun
smiling,
race
so I think they had it right. I think he won by 3
love that
pounds.
Matt was pushed, because so far Matt hasn't been pushed. I mean, there was a little push by Medeiros in the beginner, but that was.
Wait, what?
That was impressive.
Wow, look how close that is. Jeffrey Adler
I think they miscalculated,
with his
dude.
first win of the CrossFit Games, 12:44.
I think they miscalculated. Otherwise, Fraser would have taken 5.
Ahead of Matt Fraser at
45.
12:37. Jeffrey Adler with his first win.
'Cause Matt thought he
Down
won.
with Nikki Brazier.
Jeff, congrats on your first
I
win.
think Matt thought he
and
won.
Congrats on PR City.
'Cause that's
for
what he's
you
like,
down to a
"God,"
number
looking
of
straight at
those
Adler.
For your new personal records, tell us what happened out on the floor.
I did my best, I think. I PR'd my back
Dude,
squat by
they-
5 pounds, and there's
100% they
still some room.
messed up.
Ooh.
So I'm happy about that. I was aiming for 455 back squat, so I did a little bit
Because-
better there. My press 2 pounds PR.
Yeah, they
that's
had to have
always
messed
like-
up because
that's
Matt looked right
always
afterwards and was
2
like,
pounds,
"Let's go,"
and
you know, at Adler, and
then
Adler's like,
race, I
"Okay."
didn't know exactly
And Matt was
what
like,
Matt was doing, and
Matt don't
those
celebrate like
guys
that if he gets
were,
second.
Probably the 2 that were competing for first place, so I just put on.
So they
5,
and
6,
like
7
yeah,
on the deadlift,
yeah.
like,
So I
it's-
think they
it's
thought
never
they
break,
won.
so
They're like they had their math
I got
off
it,
somehow
so I'm happy
by
about
10
that.
pounds.
That's great. Congrats. Now,
They
I was
must have
gonna
thought
ask,
Jeff
how
did
much
10
of
pounds
this
less in
was
one lift.
Your prep, knowing what you
They
can
had to
lift,
have.
having your
They
coach
had to have
here,
thought Jeff
and
did
how much of
10
it
pounds
was
less in the squat
gaming,
or the
figuring out what
press.
the other guys were gonna be
Probably the
lifting?
squat or maybe the
There's no
deadlift.
gaming for this because what you can lift is what you can lift.
I don't know.
I'm pretty
I
confident
can't wait to
with
see the
with
interviews
heavyweights,
after
so
or the
I just,
the
like,
media.
for the deadlift, I just put it
'Cause then the
on,
judge
I
came up to
just
Matt, and Matt was
have
like,
to
"What?
lift it,
Uh-huh."
and my body just lifts what I.
Wow, because Matt could have
do,
deadlifted
so
that. He had 15,
that's
20 more
pretty
pounds
much
in him
it.
easily.
I'm happy about these
Not
numbers
easily
because I
15 or
haven't
20,
been
but easily
training
10
that much in the past few
and
months,
maybe
but
20.
that's obviously not,
That was
a
smooth.
weakness of mine.
That was the
But
easiest
again,
third attempt
super
out of the whole
happy.
group.
I can do it with
So I think he just
no
took what he
doubt.
thought he needed to win, which is smart,
Congratulations.
but it wasn't what he
man.
needed to
Nice
win.
work.
Wow. All right, guys. Well, that does it. That's gonna be a long video. Fun to watch.
That was it. It was kind of a double humble brag. It's like no belt, also look at my abs. So,
I'm curious. No, they're not mentioning it. I thought they were gonna mention it. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't think I am. I think he thought he won. I think they were 10 pounds off in their math. Just my opinion. See that exchange right there, and then afterwards with the judge. Wow, that was fun to watch. Cool. If I don't know, if it wasn't a math error, then I think Matt started too light on the deadlift, 100%, because he was capable of 550, and I think he ended with 535 ish. I don't remember the exact weight on the last one. So if it wasn't a math error, then I think he definitely started too light, because he could have won that event. You know what I mean? So, but I am not Matt Fraser either. I'm just watching it from like an athlete coach perspective, and he thought he won. Or I think he thought that was the weight he needed to win, and he made it. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. I mean, he's going for his 5th title. I've competed once at the CrossFit Games. What do I freaking know? I'm just over here watching. All right, guys. Thanks for checking out the video. Later.